So every so often you have a financial guru who gets up there on some sort of platform and gives some sort of advice that is then disseminated to the general public. And you kind of say to yourself, wait a second, this is the right advice, but the wrong audience. And many times it is, because what is meant to be for a certain segment of the population is then disseminated because of the transparency of social media and then is misinterpreted and used incorrectly. However, every so often, you do have a financial guru who gets up there and gives some sort of financial advice to the general public that could be used by the average person. It's like picking a fruit from the tree of knowledge. One of those examples just recently, Jamie Dimon, who's JP Morgan's Chase CEO, the largest financial institution in the world. Now, he spoke on a corporate statement that he does almost every year, and he highlighted some of the things that we already know, but it's good to go over and review and to see that the very same people on those levels are also concerned about it. He spoke about the polarization in the political scene, whether it's in the United States with Biden versus Trump or Democrats versus Republicans, and it seems that they're so bifurcated that we've never seen in history, and then that is trickling down to the rest of the world. In addition, he spoke about some of the good things on the horizon, like AI, which everyone is really very, very optimistic about, and saw some of its actual usages and user-friendly, applicable potential in the financial sector, which may underscore the fact that we are still coming out of a tremendous inflationary situation where the Fed hasn't fully come to terms with where we are. And in fact, he doesn't think that interest rates will be decreased. He actually believes that interest rates may go to even 8%, which would completely change the financial landscape. And the reason that is if you have a savings account that can develop and give you 8%, then the stock market has to do at least 12 to 14%. And we know that generally speaking, is a very difficult level to achieve. So then the entire money distribution will be redistributed almost to like how it was in the 80s, where you had a lot of people have money in savings, generating those 8%, but still paying very high interest rates for homes and for cars and for things that are a little much larger ticket items. So with that said, one could really make some financial decisions for themselves if this is the landscape that we're going to. These are his concerns. They're not necessarily going to be, but some of the things that we as a general public could look to for advice to apply to our lives.